everything in business and in life is a huge risk and a huge gamble. And anyone who has had a business or put anything out in the world knows that the uncertainty and risk that you have to hold and that you take to do anything like this is not for the faint of heart. So anybody listening, I just want to tell you, if you have a business or you are doing something big or you're about to take a leap, I see you. I am so proud of you. There's going to be moments where you just don't think that you are cut out for this. You don't think that you are made for this, but let me tell you, keep going. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And I just love that I get to go on walks with you, get ready with you. I don't know. What are we doing right now? I have been a longtime podcast listener. So the fact that you guys now listen to my podcast as well makes me so incredibly happy. So I just want to say that it never gets old to have people still tune in. So just thank you so much. The show has grown leaps and bounds. We have been staying in top 50 of all entrepreneurship. And that is one of the most exciting things that I could have ever imagined when I started this podcast. Out of the hundreds of thousands of podcasts that are out there, to be able to stay in the top 50 of all entrepreneurship on Apple Podcasts is pretty amazing. And that is because of you guys, because you share and you shout out and you rate and you subscribe. And that is what keeps the podcast going. So thank you so much for the years that I have done this podcast for free. Truly, I did not get paid for this podcast, I think for 5 of the first years that I did it. And that's just something to remember when you're starting something out, and just how beautiful and amazing and fruitful that it can be after you've put a lot of time into it. So the cool thing about a podcast is that my quickies are really pretty much real time. You guys are getting these sometimes 3 to 7 days max before it releases. Like, you're getting news in real time that's going on. So I think this is coming out in like 2-3 days. And I just have to share that maybe some of you saw, probably many of you did not, but on Monday, I just had one of those absolute shit days and woke up, felt great, and got hit with some really devastating news about shipping. And, you know, I have been in this marathon of launching this company, which is called glōci. It's a skin routine you can drink. It's a powdered mix that you put into your water, and it has an incredible focus on skin and gut. And I cannot wait for you to get it, because these ingredients are absolutely amazing and they're changing my life. And I can't wait for them to change your life and your skin and how you feel. But with that said, we did pre-sales for Black Friday, and we are so excited that we got to take advantage of Black Friday and give you an incredible deal, or give the people who came in an incredible deal. And we had expected the shipping date of being this last week in January, and maybe a little bit later than that, but we really felt good about putting that date on the website, that it would be last week in January. And so moving down the timeline, yesterday, I get the news that our shipping is delayed. We had these inserts that hold the water bottle in place and the box in place. And when we got our water bottles shipped to our warehouse, the water bottles did not fit into the cardboard inserts. So we cannot ship our product until we get those, because we are not able to ship the water bottle and the box within it. So we quickly have to rush and get new ones made, which we're working on right now. But what that means is that created a large delay, because the companies that we work with also work with other companies. So the week that we are supposed to be, shipping and packing, we are not doing that this week. So it pushes everything back, and you get back in line again. And we're looking at what we are hoping is only a 3-week delay, but I don't have a specific answer at this moment if it is just 3 weeks or if it's 4 weeks. It could be sooner than this. It could be later than this. And I will tell you that navigating this world is one of the most challenging things I've ever experienced. And I had heard about it before from other people, just that there are so many people that you have to rely on when you have a product. so many different teams, so many different people, so many things going right. There's just so many variables with getting ingredients from all over, with working, like I said, with a ton of different teams, with things going right, with trucks being on time, with things not going wrong at the facilities, and, everything running smoothly. So you are constantly in this game of, making sales, marketing, moving things around, and then making sure that you have your product. And it does not always go smoothly. In fact, the stories that I hear is that many times it does not go smoothly, and you have to factor that in and you have to count on that. But it doesn't make it any more fun to have to let all of your customers know. And I have decided since the beginning of this company to be as transparent as I humanly possibly can, because when companies do that for me, I always, I just respect them more and I feel more valued. And I tend to stick to those companies and those products because they let me know exactly what is going on. So, we are a startup. This is the very first order that we have ever done. And it is a place of really, needing to have grace within your company and within yourself, but also with your customer having to sincerely, deeply apologize and ask for grace and let them know that their product is coming. And we're so grateful for you showing up and being some of the first to support us. And, when we set out to do our launch, we only launched to people on my list and in my social, because these are hopefully people who have been following for a long time and are really excited about the product. We actually held back on marketing in other modalities where people did not know us or know our background or credibility, because we were counting on the fact that not everything is probably going to go right, and praying for grace and feedback and all of these beautiful things that this community has already provided and offered. And so, I had somebody yesterday, because I had shared about it online and just how heartbroken I felt, because it was a really rough day. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I have been in a marathon and the finish line was right there, and someone pulled it away from me and said 10 more miles when I'm already famished, exhausted, and my legs are weak. And so that's just what it initially felt like. But someone had written me, they said, not a lot of people talk about this. Like, they're just not sharing these moments when you feel like the world is crumbling down and things did not go right and systems are getting triggered that we did not want to get triggered. And the back end is like, we're having to do a lot of manual work right now on the back end. It's going on all day. But this woman wanted to know how I handle moments like this. And I think that the main thing that gets me through is the fact that I get to have conversations with other entrepreneurs and know that this is normal. I reached out to a girlfriend who has worked with $1 billion company for like 10 years. And she let me know that even in $1 billion company and working with, orders of millions of dollars, hundreds of $1 million throughout her career, that this went wrong probably 20 times in her career, even after working with the same teams and, having these incredible, the best of the best logistic teams, because there's just so many moving pieces that happen that can go wrong. And so how do you move through those moments? I mean, I moved through it. I reached out to at least 5 girlfriends and said, oh my God, this is what's happening right now. I just need to voice where I'm at, because there's not really any way to fix it besides doing our best to move through this and doing the best that we can and sending out emails and apologizing and being honest about what's happening and where we're at. And we're working as quickly as we can. And, that's literally all you can do, and just hold it. Meaning there are so many fires that burn in the entrepreneurial world that you just have to keep going. In the very same day, I had to show up as a leader and then to my team. And then the very same day last night, this was all yesterday, I had to go and speak at a mastermind dinner to a bunch of people who run businesses. And I will tell you that it's powerful because I'm in it with them. It's like being able to talk to them person to person, human to human, business owner to business owner, and go, this is real. This is a real day. Good and bad simultaneously exist in the same day. And I had a couple people reach out to me, and I had this woman reach out who shared something so beautiful. She said, I don't believe in bad days. I just believe there's bad moments. And so within a perfectly normal, fine day, that your family is still alive and nobody's sick, there can be things in your business that feel like they are crumbling. And so it's remembering to look at what you have, what you're grateful for. And I have this incredible team and we have this incredible product, and we're so obsessed with our teams and our branding and what this product is and what it's going to be in the community that we're building, and this ambassador and affiliate program that we are building out, and just we know what this is going to be in the world, but it also simultaneously didn't stop it from being a really tough day where people were disappointed. And it's just knowing that we have the ability to change our perception, and it's all about what we focus on. And also knowing it's okay to have a bad day. It was okay for me to be sad. It was okay to go on a walk and tell my husband, like, this just really sucks. I feel awful. I wish I could communicate and call every single person and say, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for being one of the first people to support me. Like, you can't even understand what that meant, seeing your name come through and knowing that this is something that you were excited about, because you don't know. Everything in business and in life is a huge risk and a huge gamble. And anyone who has had a business or put anything out in the world knows that the uncertainty and risk that you have to hold and that you take to do anything like this, this is not for the faint of heart. So anybody listening, I just want to tell you, if you have a business or you are doing something big or you're about to take a leap, I see you. I am so proud of you. There's going to be moments where you just don't think that you are cut out for this. You don't think that you are made for this, but let me tell you, keep going. Because these are the moments, they're frequent, you guys. They're frequent, but stay in it. You will continue to grow. The emotional charge will continue to get, less, or it'll get quicker. Yesterday was a very emotionally charged day, but I'll tell you, I woke up today and I was like, wow, I'm so proud of myself because I'm able to get back to neutral so much faster. And today I can step in and I can lead my team and I can be a leader for these events that we have coming up literally this week. It's our huge event week. I can go and talk to the women who are coming to Girlfriends in Business from such a place of compassion and understanding, and also power, knowing that this is normal and we get to choose how we're going to face it and how we're going to be front facing to our customer. We get to be different out in the world. We get to actually be honest with what's going on. We get to ask for grace. We get to ask for forgiveness. We get to show women and people who want to have businesses what this journey really looks like on the back end. It's not easy, but it is so worth it. So I'm telling you, if you are having a hard day or a hard week or a hard month or a hard year, you are made for this. You are built to do hard things. The reward to do challenging things far exceeds anything I could ever tell you that your comfort zone has to offer. The woman, the person that you are going to be and meet on the other side of this is going to rock your world and blow your mind. I promise you. Hang in there. Trust me. I can't wait to get the messages on the other side of the hard things of what you're capable of. When you become someone who knows that you can go through hard things, your confidence level goes through the roof, which allows you to take bigger risks, go and grow with new people who excite you, have conversations with people who ignite you. You guys, it is so worth it. Stay in the game. I love you. I see you. I'm grateful for you. To everyone who has purchased glōci and got my email and is willing to be patient and hang in this game with us and know that yes, it is coming. And when it comes, I pray and hope that you are obsessed with it as we are. And I just want to give my sincerest just apologies and also deepest gratitude for hanging in there and being the first, and for helping us grow, and for helping us get data, and for helping us get better. And if we need to make the product better, that's what we want to hear and that's what we want to do. So I appreciate you. You are my diehards. I just love you more than I can possibly tell you, and keep going. And until next time, everybody, earn your happy. Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business?
then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar, and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to Kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also, as influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business. Go start building with a free trial at Kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com.